On episode 242 of He Said, She Said movie reviews, we take a look at the movie Mr. Harrigan's Phone. Welcome to He Said, She Said movie reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
All right, so we just finished watching Mr. Harrigan's Phone on Netflix. What do you give this one, April?
You know, I there were things I actually did like about it. I guess I'll give it a solid 3.
Good for you. I'm giving this 2.5 stars.
Wow.
Since this is Netflix, there was no trailer, so we'll just dive right into the story. You want to do the storyline?
Sure. The storyline, it's about when Mr. Harrigan dies, Craig, the teen who befriended and did odd jobs for him, puts his smartphone in his pocket before burial. When the lonely youth sends his dead friend a message, he is shocked to get a return text. It really is about more than that. It's a story between Mr. Harrigan and a young boy who read to him for years and their friendship.
Okay.
But anyway.
This was directed by John Lee Hancock, who's known for The Blind Side, The Alamo, and The Highwaymen. 3 really good movies. And it was also written by John Lee Hancock, who's also known for The Blind Side, The Alamo, and Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. So this guy has written some good movies and directed some. And it's based off of a short story by Stephen King.
Right. All right. The cast is Donald Sutherland as Mr. Harrigan, Jaeden Martell, Joe Tippett, Colin O'Brien, Kirby Howell-Baptiste, Frank Ridley, and Peggy J. Scott.
This has a runtime of 104 minutes, and it was rated PG-13 for thematic material, some strong language, violent content, and brief drug material.
All right. The theme and the tone. I know you felt like it was be careful of what you wish for and what is true power.
Yeah, because
right?
Mr. Harrigan talked to him about what true power and...
I know.
What did you thought the theme was?
I felt like, first of all, the theme is, I don't know. I want to talk about something that's beyond maybe...
Well, I saw somebody else who had talked about this movie and said it was more of a coming-of-age story.
Oh, definitely. I felt like there were parts of that. I mean, look at the things that happened in his high school with the bully, the girl, I definitely believe that. It was definitely about a young boy that turned into a young man and what happened along the way. But it was just about this primary relationship with this... reclusive billionaire, Mr. Harrigan, and who has been cold all of his life, who actually probably only warmed to this kid. Might be the only person in his life he was ever warmed to.
Right.
So.
What do you think of the acting? For me, I thought it was okay at best. I'm not a big fan of Jaeden Martell. I think he's fairly one-dimensional an actor. I think he's pretty good at playing that kind of meek, timid, whiny character.
Well, I thought Donald Sutherland did a good job.
Well, he's Donald Sutherland. Of course he did.
And his father. I liked the boy's father in the movie. I thought he did a great job. I thought the acting was okay. I thought the direction was okay. I don't know. The score was...
to me, for a movie by Stephen King that was based off of Stephen King's story, I was hoping that the score would be, and maybe the storyline too, would be a little bit creepier than it was. It wasn't as creepy.
The bully was creepy. I mean, anyone knows, I know y'all have listened to me, I have zero tolerance for bullies. There should be a bully bus that's called immediately in every town in America. The bully should be picked up, brought to a certain island, and taught a lesson about being a bully. Either that or tie their parents in and make somebody suffer so it stops.
Absolutely.
So...
I enjoyed the cinematography in this movie.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, in the sense that it had the dark vibe.
Yeah, it had a dark vibe. Because every Stephen King story is based in Maine, and once again, this story was based in Maine.
Yeah,
so
felt it.
You felt it. I thought the production design too was really good, and especially Mr. Harrigan's house. It had this creepy old billionaire
and there
feel.
were no special effects to speak of. Editing was normal. Now the pace was slow at times.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty slow at all times.
But you know what we loved?
I did fall asleep during the movie and had to rewatch the last 15 minutes of it.
Yes, he did. Okay, the dialogue, there was good, but this is something we agree on. There were some nice quotes about power in there.
Right, and what power means and what it is. The story arc. Now that this is where I want to talk. Now, if I told you, and this is all I told you, we're going to watch a Stephen King movie where somebody talks back from the grave from a cell phone, what would you think? Wouldn't you think that this was going to be a freaky, scary movie?
Yeah, but it was in the way of nonviolence. It was in the way of inference, even though a couple things did happen. What I thought was so neat is once he learned that he had the support to do something to someone else that actually was bad, he then felt bad himself and quit.
Yeah, but see,
you got to admire that.
But once again, for me, there was this big setup and build up to for this thing from the grave that I thought this was going to be terror and freaky and horrible.
Really?
When it was more
subtle,
more like I said, a coming of age story. But I guess for you talk about coming of age and Stephen King, he did write Stand By Me, which was a classic coming of age story.
Right.
So yeah,
but this one, remember, there were a bad person died and then another one did, right? So that was the whole point, that you know what I mean? That I can't talk about it too much, it gives it away. But it to me, there was something, and then he made a decision not to utilize the power from the grave.
Yes, you're right about that.
So
all right.
It was interesting. No, it wasn't super bloody but it was an interesting movie.
Do you think you just gave a spoiler right there?
I hope I didn't.
Shine, shine, shine.
I hope not, because we want to keep supporting every kind of movie.
All right. Anyways, this was Mr. Harrigan's Phone on Netflix. April gave this movie 3 stars. I gave it 2.5.
And we will see you soon at the movies.
See you at the movies.